Hello guys, Shaun Thomson here, welcome back to another video. In the last episode we've raced up from London after delivering a vintage caravan. We then of course picked up a side load that was going from Wellingborough all the way up to Penrith of compact tractors. Now we are in a rush to get back up the road today before 4:30 PM so we can load some tanks for Goole. Now it is critical we pick this load up. Unfortunately we need to be there Wednesday morning in Goole to offload the tanks. So without further ado, let's get in to this week's video. Oh, here we go boys! Penrith! Ah yes! Penrith Farmers Market, here we come. One-way system. Alright, so before we take it off, let's have a wee look at the load. First up, we've got a Massey up here, a 1747. We've then got a, what do you call it? John Deere buggy. We then have a Massey 240 just down the bottom here, nice wee gap so she wasn't touching. Then get two Kubota compacts either side, one of these TMs on its side again, and then another Kubota compact on the back end. And then around this side we should have a lot more on this side, and then of course there's the other compact. Alright, we've got the first wee micro one off. Should be fairly easy to do, it's absolutely roasting in here. I can just hit forward and essentially just accelerate like a normal tractor, I believe. Oh god, that's the loader. Just check it's not a handbrake on. There's a handbrake there, maybe. Oh yes, we're getting it out boys, the wee compacts, here we come. Here we go, I've probably parked far too far away I think. Alright, this is the third one, obviously two get lifted off. I drove that other Kubota over the other guy. We're slowly getting there. Aye good, aye good. As per usual, the Massey is the last one to come off the trailer. Alright, trailer's all empty, compacts are all off. It is 2:30, we have 2 hours to get to Cumnock. Alright, so here we are, just coming into the Scottish border. It is tight boys, we have pretty much getting there at 20 to 5 and they close at 5. But obviously once you get through the gate, oh, I'll be 5 minutes late, sorry mate, blah blah blah. So we might be okay that way, but here we are, Scotland. This might be in the bag. Ah, the other driver I've got working, come on, use the go! Jesus Christ, there's no time for that polite shit today! Right, the other driver I've got doing a load, obviously Shaun Prentice. Let me slow down, I'm speaking fast like Scottish. So Shaun Prentice was in for a load this morning, they've picked it up lovely and easy. My other driver, who's running a flat for me now, he was meant to be in around half an hour ago, but he stopped in Kilmarnock for a 45-minute break and then drove to that petrol station in Kilmarnock and had obviously whatever he's had for his fuel. So he's killed about an hour, because obviously you can't take breaks on the pump because that'd be illegal. So he's killed an hour, so he's going to get there roughly around the same time as me, which is not what I planned. Ideally I wanted him there earlier showing face, loading up his load, so it's a case of I get in, load mine and then we're away, whereas now we're both coming in at 4:30, which I didn't want, because now we're having to load 2 lorries at 4:30 instead of just 1. So I'm hoping the customer will be okay with that, but it's one of those ones, isn't it? It's one of those ones. I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying my hardest. Boys, keeps loading up, we keep strapping his 2 tanks. We're just waiting for hours and then we're going to reverse under it. It's pissing the rain. Obviously, these boys are 20 minutes after 5 o'clock as well. I'm assuming they probably want to go home. So I'll try to get it loaded as quick as we can. And then after that, we'll remember about the content, you know what I mean? Oh, there we are, all loaded. Alright, there we go, mine's sitting there with the big insulated tank and the wee insulated tank, then he's got the 2 just galvanised tanks, and the reason we put them on because they can go sit right on the bed and they won't bend when they're loaded, whereas those ones, the insulation, need to be sat off. I'll show you that in a minute. But Keith's just about to go. I've got a video on leaving and that, you know what I mean? One of my biggest contracts yet. I'm Growing it slowly. And nobody's here to film me leaving. Oh. There's mine here, obviously these are insulated so we can't put any straps over, otherwise we'll dent this. Because as you can see it's obviously a wee bit of thick insulation, you can't really see it but in there it's thick insulated, so we've got cross straps there holding it down, wood, then we've got all the rails for accessing them, other rails again, and same on the back holding down, because you can see just how easy that bent when they were loading it there with the handler. You know what I mean? So it's just thin, and then I assume it'll be a bit like Kingspan with some foam. We pulled that off, boys. We pulled that off. I don't know how I did that. That was some heavy going. Slough to Wellingborough, Wellingborough to Penrith, Penrith to Cumnock, and then Cumnock as far as we can get. I'll run my time out. Nae bad that is nae bad at all. Here we are, packing up for the night. All cute together. That'll do nicely. Oh, getting on services. Oh, my favourite. Oh, that's us all packed up for the night. Went to Cairn Lodge, obviously got a wee shower. Cairn Lodge is just a wee 20-minute walk, so we get a wee bit of exercise. As you can see, he's got my neck cramps on there as well, because I had no bed space. So I'm going to go first and hopefully beat him down, and then that way by the time I'm offloaded he'll come down and then I can get my neck cramps back, because I need them to reload. It is 5 in the morning here at the side of the road in Les Mahigo, and today we're doing one of the biggest jobs I've ever done yet. We're moving 6 steel tanks all in. Obviously we've got my dad's unit, my dad's flatbed there with 2 tanks, and then we've got me with a smaller one and then an insulated one up the back. Oh, and we're off! We're heading to Sunny Ghoul with these tanks. Big Keith's just doing his reverse manoeuvring out. Oh yeah, that. Beautiful. Now, the reason this is probably one of the biggest jobs I've ever done is because obviously I was responsible for arranging transport for all 6 of these steel tanks. We gave a load to Shaun Prentice and they sorted that out beautifully. But it's the fact that most jobs I do is like, you know, pick up a couple of tract units, take it down south. There's nobody relying on us, blah blah blah. With this one there was 2 handlers waiting, and then once we get down, or once we get down, there's a crane waiting. And obviously we need to be there today, early as possible, so that the crane isn't sitting there all day costing the customer X amount. But there he's there. So I took the pressure off him. My turn. Beautiful. That'll do nicely that. The locking axle stayed in place, that's all we can ask for, I suppose. Oh, we're doing this, boys. Big Keithy boy with the tanks. Oh, I can't tell you how happy I am. I cannot tell you how happy I am. It's one of the biggest jobs I've ever done. It's mental, eh? Oh, boys, England for the 2nd time this week. And it's only Wednesday.
I just go back to fucking
Look at that, them speed. Space next to you. Top 10 in the last last 10 videos essentially. Obviously Keith has got the big galvanised tanks, and then I've got the insulated tanks, and obviously I can't strap over the top of the insulated because then it would bend it all, so I've had to strap sideways. Obviously that's a galvanised one as well, as you can tell. But aye, that's why mine doesn't have any straps over the top of it, just in case anybody sees it and wonders why I've just been lazy. We've got all the steps, everything else we need, galvanised ladders, But as you can see, obviously, big insulated tank. Not very good for starting, because if you tighten it, all that foam around it will just bend. Right, that's that one offloaded. Now we're getting my back load, which is another wee tank going pretty much back to the same place we came, which has worked out lovely. Hi. Alright, that is both lorries tipped. Thank you very much to Cass Crane Hire for helping me reload my back load, giving me some new timbers and one of those wee like half-moon wedges to hold the tank in. Because that's our back load for Scotland. The good thing is we've got a good wee bit of cash on it as well. So if there is back loads we can add to it, but if we can't, then we can send her up the way she is and still be alright. So aye, let's hire back up for where we were yesterday up in Ayrshire, drop this off, pick 3 cars up, head down the road, and then Lincoln Truck Show. That's the plan anyways. Oh, I tell you something boys, I'm getting tired of seeing this sign this week. It's only Wednesday and that's the second time I've seen it, and it's not as if I've just been going over the border. 1,300 miles I've done so far, and it's only 1 o'clock on, well, 2 o'clock on Wednesday. Alright, here we are, I'm getting diesel, and that is the tank we've got coming back. A wee bit smaller, but just too big to be up the neck with the overhang. And the funny thing about this one is, it's got a cap off, which is why it's going backwards. It's not very aerodynamic that, But we'll get this one dropped off. Got some free timbers. There is somebody watching me. I'm trying to film in public, but I'm really struggling. He also gave me this thing for free, which is a half-moon shape that they use for moving tanks. So I'll always have that now for doing tanks. It's gonna be cool. Alright, here we are boys, just where we started this morning. Obviously on the other side of that hill, pretty much this roundabout we're going to go left, whereas we slept to the right. So far, round trip completed. Let's get this tank offloaded and reloaded, and then we'll finish it all tomorrow. And we've made it to an offload. Not a bad view, eh? Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the next morning. Last night when we were offloading those tanks, the GoPro did die. But all you missed was obviously me packing the lorry up, driving 10 minutes up the road, picking up these 3 cars, and driving 20 minutes back to the yard and parking up. But anyways, aye, so here we've got 3 brand new cars for bottom end of Wales. We're going to drop all 3 of these off. These are all company cars. And then pick up the 3 old company cars that they had and fire back up to Ayr, and then fire back to Newcastle, which I'm getting paid from going Ayr to Newcastle because this boy needs this done ASAP. And then we go down south to Lincoln Truck Fest. It's going to be a busy old week, boys. It's going to be a busy old week. Alright, today we have 389 miles in front of us, 7.5 hours to offload, and then we'll drop these 3 cars off, pick 3 brand new ones back up, and then fire back up the road. Alright, here we are firing down the road. We're just about 20 miles from Dumfries. We just passed Keith on his way back up the road with a load of Kingspan, and I saw him coming and I was flashing and waving, and it wasn't until he was past me I was like, that'd have been a good camera moment. But aye, keeping Keith busy this week with Kingspan, and then obviously he was helping us with the tanks as well. It's been stressful kind of trying to run 2 lorries, but a new challenge. Alright, we've made it to Lim Services for a wee 30-minute break there. And look who we've bumped into. It's my good pal Jacob there for EG Trade. Drives a tidy big, I was going to say Volvo, there's a Scania V8. Anyways, but as you can see, it's actually 10 o'clock now. Just bring my phone up there. 10:03. Still lying in his bed, eh? I like it. Oh, this does not help my plan today, boys. We don't have time for this, unfortunately. Alright, we're just coming up on the farmer's market. We're roughly about 23 minutes away. So far we've done 6.5 hours driving, and we've done 341 miles. Come on back. Tell me you're in Wales, without telling me you're in Wales. I'll go first. Alright, quick update. So basically we're half an hour late. At the time I told them all, I went to the wrong place. There's Abergavenny or whatever it is, farmer's market, and there's Abergavenny market. Silly me went to market. Now, smart thing would to go to the farmer's market, wouldn't it? But aye, I messed up, so that was an extra half an hour. So they were a wee bit annoyed when I arrived, but got them off all offloaded as quick as I could to keep them happy. And now I have the returns. Now the first one here is this Golf. Just gonna go get loaded. As you can see, we delivered a bunch of brand new 74s, and we're taking away the 5-year-old 69 plates. Still quite nice, especially for their age. 30,000 kilometres. Alright, there's one loaded. We've got the old ones over there, and that grey Golf sitting to the right is the new one we just delivered. Alright, Keel Services. That was a good old drive, to be fair. Max to 10 out. We now need to edit our YouTube video. It is Thursday. It was meant to be out yesterday, but you know, these things happen. So we'll go in and edit that, then go get a shower, go get some food, and I'd say do some cleaning in the lorry, but can't be arsed. And that's going to do us for today. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.